wonder how Winstrike respond on the laning phase, because this is they likely don't have their offlaner still. This is probably a tiny 4. Actually, no. Longrider has been known to run this hero too, but at the same time, yeah, Doom's been banned out, which would have been a popular pick. Legion isn't terrible, but no one picks it up right now. And you're a little bit at risk because you're immediately against Drow. Because I don't think Drow wants to be mid.
They could go for something else that does some split push, along with Nature's Prophet and Templar Assassin. They already have like pretty good wave push. If they go for someone else like that, there's not a lot of reliable catch on Team Empire. Sure, you can get a roll-in or a Centaur ult, but even then, if you have say a BKB on the hero pushing, then you can't really do anything.
True. I just feel like Winstrike, they don't have many good offlane picks left. Brewmaster gets screwed by Earth Spirit because the instant silences, the interrupt splits. Beastmaster's not popular.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay, so shout out to Kips, who likes to talk about this a lot. We call it bidding whenever we cast together. And it's where a team is, like, you're given an opening bid on when you want to finish the game and fight in the game, right? And then one team goes higher and one team goes lower. Like, you basically go higher or lower. And Winstrike have just gone a lot higher. But they do have, if this is a tiny core, the TA, if they pop off in the laning phase, they create the space. And they have stupid amounts of global presence right now. So it's cheeky and it's a little bit greedy, but they do have the foundation to their draft to get away with it. I think Empire...
There is still the pattern too. If they go for a Prophet tiny offlane,
that's true.
Abba Spectre is very, very efficient. We talked about it last time with the heal being more efficient than the damage. When you also have dispersion, that heal is even more efficient.
I think you're right. Like the Abaddon is actually a sure shout pick. There are risks against silence and standard whatever, but the save potential is very valuable. I don't think if there's anything else they can go for. Because, like, what I really like about the Abaddon shout from you is when you pick a Spectre, typically the way the hero works is the enemy either got outdrafted hard and their lane makes no sense, or you have a sustainer, whether it's like a Witch Doctor or a Warlock. Warlock could be decent against this, although it could easily be wiped off the face of the map. I think Abaddon's better just because if you get jumped from behind, he lives. Right? Like he's like, oh, you jumped me. Borrow time. Let me just go ahead and save my carry now. And then die and be happy.
Yeah, and the hard purge to remove disables against the lineup with very few disables already.
Yes. Unless you want to do Legion Commander support, you could always go for that, right?
Legion Commander support. Yeah.
Press the tab.
Well, we have talked about some interesting support heroes today. Legion Commander is probably the weirdest suggestion so far, I think.
Hey, have you seen that movement speed? Right, you can romp you. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I think Abaddon's the best choice, just because like the reason that Abaddon is king amongst all these healing types is not just the deny, it's also the fact that you scale in terms of survivability, and no other healer has that. They go the Warlock though.
Okay.
That was like so. I think Warlock was second best just because of the fatal bonds in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the amount of splash here, right? Like tiny, Nature's Prophet with Wrath of Nature. It does make sense. So I think this is the more ballsy approach. This is like, I'm going to run at you in the mid game. Whereas if you go for like an Abaddon, it's like, I'm going to stop you running at me in the mid game.
Yeah. I like it. Even the rock here.
Yeah.
Just as an AoE disable.
It's pretty powerful. It can interrupt a lot. It can reset the fights. Like, Warlock with the slows as well. If, say you greedily commits and he can't be backed up at all, he won't be able to back up himself because there will be the slows coming out. I think...
That's OD though. Is that a good hero against TA in lane? I feel like that's a hard matchup.
It's going to be rough. I think this is more about counting the Spectre. I think they've realized that there's probably going to be a point where Empire's heroes need to rotate and Dream needs to farm, right? And if you can't deal this, if you can't slow Spectre down, you lose in the long run because eventually Spectre gets out of control. Yeah, I just think Team Empire realize they're on the clock because I don't know about you. I'm looking at this. I'm saying, okay, if I'm going super late game, what lineup would I like to have backing me. Probably the lineup with the dispersion and the fatal bonds. Compared to what? Drow, which is, yes, very strong. And an OD that once BKBs come out, he's going to feel a bit cucked, a bit useless.
Yeah. Are we... What's the hold up here?
They must be paused. In fact, if I click chat open, it doesn't even say. They're definitely paused. Because they've all selected heroes.
Yeah.
They're paused for some reason. Back pauses. Yeah, the interesting part is this is... Yeah, this will be the little tiny. As we were anticipating. It will be the 4 instead of the 3. There we go. Look, we finally get to see this sexy set. He doesn't even have the bow. He is not a battle pass supporter. Dream doesn't dream of TI because he doesn't even have the cosmetics to get him there.
That's one of the worst Drow Ranger sets I've ever seen, actually.
Yeah, I think that's actually the worst bow I've ever seen.
But we never actually went through that. If you go on Drow Ranger, right next to her level 1, you see this little dude, and then you see this magnifying glass. If you click the magnifying glass, you can see.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I don't know why I kept pressing the other one, which is like the down view. That's the one I always use. Yeah, this is bad, Dream. This is bad. I can tell you're not a Drower.
I'm unequipped all my items for Drow because her new model looks so much better than all the outdated sets.
Oh yeah, because it's like higher texture and poly count. All right, wait a second. I'm just gonna quickly close my curtains. I just realized that sun has invaded my country and I can't see my screen. There we go. Nice.
What? Sunlight in Britain?
It happens sometimes, and it's not raining, and we're not complaining about Mondays. The sun creeps in on us. Yeah, this is... So how are they going to lane this? They're going to have Centaur down here. Centaur versus Spec is decent, but kill potential's hard. They just... Like, I'm pretty sure the Spec is literally just going to ignore the Centaur completely. Which means he's going to farm, right? But... I don't think Spec can have a free lane in this game. Like, she will instantly get active in the map. This lineup enables her so quickly. Spooky. And actually, the other thing I was trying to hit on with that comment about Lil is you'll see him probably dying here. This is actually a Nature's Prophet core, which means that first blood is a bit awkward.
It's unfortunate. Is it though? It could be a tiny.
Actually, let me check. Item wise, no. This is definitely a core Nature's Prophet.
All right.
Because Lil hasn't got stout, so he's not looking to take damage.
Team member then.
Yeah.
So we needed Winstrike to 2-0 Empire for that last team, whose name is Magic Hands, to have a chance.
Yes. And I don't know if this is a great start. Like, giving out the first blood like that's a bit awkward. But the mid lane should go your way. You can already see Earth Spirit's trying to station himself here because he has to. And the really good thing for Winstrike is look what's happened bot. This choice has left a Centaur alone in a Spectre lane.
That doesn't feel good.
Wait, there's a positive.
With the Warlock.
Look at his retaliate charges.
Okay. Well, he still needs some levels to start having kill potential.
Yeah, but he can hold on to that now is the thing. He actually commits because he wants the range creeps. But if they do that again, like, the problem is he can't take that damage again because he doesn't have a salve anymore.
Yeah. It's also risking losing 2 range creeps here, 2 neutrals.
Pull them across right now. One gets denied. XP. More like XD. How's the mid lane looking? Lead building for Templar Assassin already, despite that early rotation from Earth Spirit to try and give an advantage. But you did comment on this in the draft. This is definitely looking like a TA favored lineup. Or matchup, rather. Words.
This comes down to the Earth Spirit rotations, I think. He hasn't been able to do very much yet. He did get the first blood, though, with his rolling.
And he wants a quick, too, as well. Boulder Smash is such a strong spell. That slow is pretty insane. And if you hit a rolling, you can bat someone back to the death. Which, if you're in this scenario where you have a setup like OD does with the Astral, you can easily do that. Instead, he's just stationing top the whole time. The problem is, like, Lul has so much health he can throw at them, it's not the easiest kill. Although, He may have overstepped the mark here. He'll toss across. He says it's your problem, non-grata. Nice block coming out. And Lil looking to move away. The Frost Arrow level 1 isn't doing enough. Save's getting pretty low here, so he needs to be a little bit careful. And that will come out. He'll be able to heal up. Save keeps chasing, and non-grata back away. You know who's winning from this matchup right now, CTech? Spectre.
Spectre, yeah.
Yeah. Madden's been forced back to base. That's...
Ouch.
Oh my god, that's such a huge win.
He doesn't even have boots. I have to walk all the way back. He does have the money for it, but it looks like he wants to get a Ring of Health.
Human. They're getting pretty low. Gets the refraction out, just keep farming. We need a salve to come out to him soon. Should be on his way. Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned the boots. Do you ever feel like there should be a cosmetic that changes what boots look like for Centaur? They should just look like horseshoes.
I mean, if you do that for Centaur, then you have a lot of interesting things to do afterwards for heroes like Venomancer and stuff.
Exactly. You just give him like a onesie.
I mean, that's a TI-10 compendium tip right there. Animating boots for every hero.
Hi, me Valve. I've got more ideas. Let's start with nerfing Abaddon. I've got good ideas there.
Mid is actually going pretty even now. It's 17-6 to 16-7.
No fear. He should be dead here. Yep, goes down. But as you mentioned, yeah, this is pretty even in the mid lane up to now. This is kind of the advantage that you do have when you're playing the ODs. You can just deny certain creeps by using the Astral. And meanwhile, top, Jakiro goes down. I'm pretty sure this is meant to be one of the most tanky dragons in the game, and yeah, they just melted through him like it was nothing.
Oh, and he just saved himself from...
Oh,
ledge.
no. It seems small, but when you're a plus 5, that's a lot of gold wasted. And
I like the Quelling Blade against Nature's Prophets.
I mean, he needs it. One of them needs it. He actually needs to save Drow with it more than himself. The other interesting thing to look at here is he just moved away from Talos. You can see it now. Is Jakiro has armor, but this Blightstone, even on a core prophet, is super value in this game. He's gonna take. He takes so much damage in these engagements. They're actually gonna look to get runes here. So 3 runes go in the way of Empire. But you kind of expect that. The heroes they have, they're a lot more threatening at the 5-minute bounty runes.
Yeah.
Oh, that...
Gil was actually waiting up on the high ground by the enemy shrine. He has gotten some pretty deep wards in by the jungle, so they'll know when or where Drow Ranger is farming when she gets level 6.
And this is kind of the awkward thing as well, is how much time a Tiny takes to make those kind of rotations for warding. This is why the Prophet's usually the pick as the support here, is his global presence. Human in the mid lane is in trouble. Refraction's going to run out, and the damage is mounting up. He needs to escape. Fairy Fire, he's got the stick as well. He'll be able to stay alive, but no, the phone hit comes out. No fear. Can't save his life. The Shadow Word off point, and now toss back Lil. They want vengeance. TP coming in. Kodos is the target. Non-Grata says that's a TP worth my time. The Fairy Fire will not keep him alive. As Lil, somehow, from long range, I guess he's got a very long rocky arm, punches down the OD.
Still a pretty costly rotation, though, for heroes in the mid lane.
And Lil taking a lot of damage, so he has to back away as well. Non-Grata needs to get back to the top lane in the meantime.
Suddenly Drow is... she's just free farming top now, because of that double TP mid.
Yeah.
She's... and, I mean, Drow is usually not having a very good time in the laning phase. Right now she's pretty high up on last hits, net worth. She's 4th, so barely behind the Nature's Prophets.
I'm just concerned about Silent right now.
Yeah, that's true. She is ahead of everyone.
So there's always been a beautiful irony to this guy in the lineup Winstrike. He's going to remain silent no longer. Go up with the horn, looking for a kill here, toss away. Dream far away from his tower. Non-Grata hitting him, roll through, gets blocked off. Lil's going to go down. The TP out. Dream makes it. 30 HP. He'll make his escape. The Sprout is out, though. They want to at least get Seiyu out of this. They just use the horn. And, well, it's not nothing, but it's close to nothing in terms of what you got out of that.
That was half an attack animation away from killing the Drow Ranger.
And Dream didn't go back to base. He went to the shrine, so even more value for him. Laid out perfectly. Silent has to go back. And this is the thing I was going to say, is like Winstrike's speciality, you know, it was this way with Iceberg, and in a lot of ways it's this way with Kuman, is what they do really well is they make his name beautiful irony, right? He is silent for several minutes, and then he's a force to just be reckoned with. He just suddenly appears on the map and kills everyone. And a lot of teams, they struggled against this lineup with Iceberg because Iceberg was seen as this star player, and people always committed heavily onto him. And it just meant that Silent got free farm. And every game I've ever seen where Silent's got free farm has not ended well for his opponents.
Yeah. I mean, I talked about how Drow Ranger usually doesn't have the best laning phase, and Spectre is probably a far worse laner. It helps a lot to have a Warlock in the lane, but when you see someone have a game like this where you're ahead of the entire lineup of both teams by about 700 gold to level to the number 2, you're pretty happy. He's not opting to go very greedy here though. He's going for a drums after treads, not the typical pub divine or
divine
Radiance Rush. Radiance Rush.
I mean,
I don't know what your pubs, but divine is it's pretty common.
Yeah. In divine, it makes sense. Divine players have to build divines.
Yeah.
But I think this is more of the Divine build than Divine build. It's just they know they're gonna fight. This has become more popular with the POS ones picking up drums being such a good item. Warlock in trouble. Okay, his heal out. I don't know if they have the damage. They should be able to get him low enough. Double edge through kills him off. Save needs to escape now though. DP in, Stampede, Non-Grata does arrive, but Maiden, he knows he just needs to get out. He has a Calm Blade, so they can't do anything to him. DP away, Avalanche interrupts him, don't see you. He gets caught. Lil, he's sick of being denied these kills after he missed the opportunity on the Drow twice. This time, he will not fail in his mission.
Surprised by this TA being so far behind the Drow, or the Outward Devourer.
It's pretty ridiculous, actually.
At this point, I mean, she's about to farm a triple stack Ancients, so that will probably catch her up.
Yeah, something OD has no access to, because while he can farm them, arguably later with the Arcane Orb, you've got to drown in your lineup. You have no rights to this gold. Dream needs it all. He'll eventually find it all if, you know, procs are a thing. Oh, there you go. 2 in a row. And it looks OP, but in fairness, he waited quite a few hits before he even got those. So I'll allow it.
Yeah. Then she lost all her luck again. Like 10 hits in a row on this Alpha Wolf without a proc.
Good. It's a drow. We deserve. Tiny. Stop this. Uh-oh. He gets the Avalanche out, actually. They're moving him right now. Say he wants to get this ward and get out. He does actually pick it up, but he will give his life for it. The final side blade flies all through. Oh, no. Yeah, he got the neutral.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like it killed him, the timing on the human attack. But gets the rune and denies himself. Bribes the creeps to kill him off.
God, he's level 3.
Yeah, he's
doing pretty well. Like, he's gotten a couple of important kills, but you kind of want to be more than level 4 after using the tome.
Okay, that... Luckily for Lil, Kodos decided but it's not worth it for a tiny kill. Because he should be dead right now. But yeah, you're right. Even with the tome, like, he's struggling a little bit. I mean, look at No Fear. He was left alone in this bot lane, so he's been soaking up the XP. He almost has 6. Oh, they take the tower in the meantime. Quicker than they take it in the bot lane.
He got 6 now. He got the tome on.
Oh, Haunt, they're jumping bot. Rock's going to be dropped down. Stampede there trying to slow him down, but Silent chasing across Dream. Trying to escape with the dagger on him. He sees everything. Goes to the TB away. Once again, Silent is denied. And meanwhile, Maiden just right-clicks down No Fear and will TP away. And Winstrike, they seem to be struggling from a lack of lockdown in their lineup.
That was two huge cooldowns spent too. Haunt and the Rock.
And
that's 2.5 minutes where their team fight is suddenly very bad.
Mid though. Here's the stunner they need. Seiyu gonna get low. Sideblade through kills him off. That's the man they need. They need Lil to get a blink dagger quick. He has the soul ring now. Because as we saw top, Non-Grata tried for a solo kill into Jakiro, which if he had any type of stun, he would have got. It just feels like this is the Lil show. If he pops off hard, Winstrike are probably going to win this. But there is so much mounting pressure on him to make plays.
Yeah, but Lil is Lil. He's there's a lot of names here that not everyone have heard of. But Lil is one of those classic CIS players. So we can expect some good things from him.
A lot of work being done from Non-Grata on the mid lane here. They finally arrived to slow him down, but damage is done. That tower is almost down, and one more good push will take it. All the while, Kuman continued to farm up, found a DD, And I wonder if he... I don't know if he goes for a Deso this game. I wonder if we'll need a Blink to be active quicker.
How do you feel about this going later, though? There's obviously this... Oh, mid lane. King R. He's melting to the Stevie rune.
There was a just hero there?
1 point.
Huh.
I think a little blood there where he used to be.
A little splat in the ground. Once upon a time he existed. We're just growing mushrooms in this area now. But, no, I think if this goes too late, like, Winstrike gotta be feeling better, right? Because you've got that Spectre who's a late game powerhouse. Well, Drow
but I feel like you have solutions for a Spectre. You could go for a break with a Silver Sedge maybe on Drow. And you have Drow and you have OD, which are very strong. Whereas I feel like TA and Nature's Prophets kind of begin to fall off as it goes to the very late game.
Directly, yes, but what about the split push, right? Like, Empire don't really have a good way of pushing across the map. Avalanche force out the Stampede. And they move Drow in here. Human debating himself towards his own death. Fatal Bonds comes out, TP in, the Gust doesn't connect, and now Dream needs to move away, but Lil chasing in, doesn't have the Avalanche, doesn't have the Toss. Toss is back a creep instead, the Stomp comes out. They're trying to do damage to Dream, but with the Wrath of Nature coming through, it's not enough. Non-Grata, he needs some assistance here right now. A one-on-one is not good from the trees joining in, might be enough, and more trees arrive when the Sprouts come out. He cuts the wrong tree, gonna get him low, Satis Eclipse on the side, doesn't find a kill just yet. In the meantime, though, Non-Grata will go down, and Dream barely staying alive. They're chasing for more. Stomp comes out. Templar Assassin with the fraction up. They need to move away. Maiden taking too much damage. The trap is triggered. Connects onto 2. Moving into Kodos. He already Satis Eclipse. Going to get him low. Astral will try and buy enough time. Finds going to no fear. He's going to move away into the Shrine range. And Kuman going to be turned around on. They see him. Sentry is down. He's dead. Horn comes through. Trying for the kill. The pings are out. Kodos, the target, but they can't get him. The Astral again. And Silent. No. He is going to be silent as the dead, as they might be able to catch him, but the drums activator will get him away. He will be robbed of any opportunity to find a kill, though. Doesn't have a TP either. Ice Path doesn't connect. Dagger through will make his escape towards the mid lane. At least be able to get a tier 1 tower by the looks of it. But that wasn't the plan. That wasn't the value you were looking for. And in the end, almost a 2,000 gold swing in favor of Team Empire.
Also 1,800 experience.
Well, you know what I was saying about the lead they had? Yeah. It's falling apart.
It's gone. Yeah. And that random sentry ward to deward the Ancients. Getting the kill on TA there.
The real reason you picked Rouse, because somehow those sentries will just come in use later on. It's worrying. So Kuman, I mean, he went for this Blank Dagger pickup. He still now needs the Deso, because as we saw, even with that mobility, Empire have a way of splitting up with the Stampede so effectively that it's just not enough. Lil's almost got blinked though.
Also need some way to get close to the TA, the Drow Ranger there. She was so low that entire fight.
Yeah.
But Nature's Prophet was left alone to just 1v1 her.
Some moment he's just sitting there, he's like, guys, guys, and dead. That's right, he was role-playing a
back to that Tiny, though. The toss back. If that had succeeded, that fight would look so different.
Yeah, but
the
instead...
would be dead, and the aura would be gone. That means the OD dies before the TA does. True. So many different things.
Oh, things should be easier soon for Lil. He's farmed out that blink. He's about 200, 300 more gold. Smoke. Looks like the supports of Empire are on the prowl, trying to make a play. They know the Haunt is not available for at least another minute. There is a rock, though, so you have to be careful, or you could put yourself in quite the predicament. They'll get the wards down. They know there's going to be a push from Winstrike. Yasha up on Silent. So he hits pretty damn hard. Roll in, connects, though. They're on the mark. The Ice Path through. Spectre can't move quick enough. Or Smash slow him down. Astral comes out. There's the rock being dropped. The Wrath of Nature going through. They didn't hit the Fatal Bonds out. And now the Stomp's going to be the Stampede follow-up. Looking on the Spectre, going to get him low. They drop the Satis Clip. They get the kill. Astral comes out. Kodos trapped in a mess right here. Kuman will get the kill. Non-Grata going to go down. Madden off HP. Chasing on the Kuman. Roll through will connect. Then the Avalanche through is not good enough. They'll be able to find Kuman after they lose the Earth Spirit. And Lil will die for it to be a team wipe as Empire give 2 for the price of 5.
This Drow Ranger is just having a free game. Just sitting back and right-clicking for horse content. Like, you pick the Spectre to get close on Drow Ranger and turn off for marksmanship. But when you have no Haunt, and then when you have no Spectre when she's dead, you don't really have a solution for her right now. That was also right before Tiny got his Blink Dagger, so now he lost the goal and couldn't buy it anymore.
All I'm hearing from all of that is Drow complicated hero right-click swings. Which is very true. Avalanche, Lil.
She has a hurt.
Nature. Oh no, King R. He's so tanky. Horn. All this for a Jakiro kill. And he's gonna get away. Oh,
no way.
No, they tossed ball, they saw him. Yeah. But that's for a Jakiro. I'll reiterate this really important part. All that for a Jakiro kill.
Yeah, now there's a haunt again for 2.5 minutes, so Drow can play pretty safe. Never mind, the Blink Dagger is coming in for Tiny now, so they have some catch possibility.
They might rush.
They need to stay back. Like, they need the Tiny basically to initiate, and then I guess they need to save the TA to come in afterwards to find the Drow Ranger.
Human doesn't have Death. Damn it. If he had Death, though, they could actually go in, but it looks like he's 800 gold short still. This is rough.
It really is.
Astral coming out. Tiny's been found. Roll in, perfectly timed. Tiny's dead. That blink not really being used effectively.
They'll probably go for Roche maybe. I was thinking Tower, but
they can Roche pretty easily. This Drow is so powerful right now. 155 right click damage, and you can already see them nearby. They don't have the rock for 45 seconds, and Empire fully aware of this. Teams do keep track of these timings pretty easily. Silent will try and just scout in.
That's a 3-man.
Oh, Rapid oh my god, time Maiden! He's getting low. The fatal bonds were on point. They have to escape. They kill King R. They might take Maiden with him. Chasing through. Ice Path coming out. It looks like Centaur might healed up enough now, but no, he's getting super low. They'll find the kill. Dream will be able to TP away. They lost the Centaur. Now lowers a second as King R goes down, and it looks like that's going to be Roche for Winstrike. Look how low it is.
What a fatal once.
What a Rapper nature
even on the
as well.
Roche. Like, they were all hitting the Roche and killing themselves that way.
The beautiful timing as well. Everything synced because the vision that came out of the dagger was perfectly timed to allow them to connect with the Rapper nature follow-up. Magnificent play by Winstrike.
That is a comeback. They weren't even that far behind. They've just been having some fights lately. That's a dead bird spirit.
He's making his escape. Good luck though, because they're hitting creeps. Kumi's like, oh, wait, fatal bonds again.
And that's the Deso complete on TA with her Aegis.
The new fail bonds is so powerful though. I don't think many people clocked it. Yeah, because they changed it so that instead of it being an AoE on an area now, it kind of like chains along, right? Like Zeus's Q.
Okay.
So yeah, like it will ripple along, so it can actually go pretty far.
See. Yeah, and that's something you mentioned early on, how good that is with their lineup. You saw the Nature's Prophets, Wrath of Nature there, along with them hitting the Roshan, of course, and Dagger coming in.
Yeah, we
so fast.
We found doing the maths for bounces complicated. Let's not do the maths for fatal bonds after bounces. That's a whole other demon.
Yeah, I don't even think Nahas would be able to do that in a reasonable amount of time.
You clearly don't know Nahas well enough. He kind of Craigasm and shake back and forth on his chair like he's being... Well, like he's role-playing Invoker, basically. The whole shakes. Followed by kind of a, oh my god, this is amazing numbers. He'd literally say it like that. Wouldn't even be a proper sentence. But it looks like Empire grasping at straws. They can't find any easy kill right now. The problem is, even if they caught that Tiny there, if any reinforcements come in, there's TPs, there's the Horn, there's so much response from Winstrike, and with that Aegis behind them, you need a pick-off. You can't take a direct fight. They may take Maiden, though. Down to half HP already. Kuman toying with him right now. Full staff. Stampede to get away. Tiny was here with the Blink 4, but the Gust perfectly timed. I don't think Dream even meant to catch those two. Haunt through. They want to pursue this. Ice Path out. King R covering the escape, but now they Haunt in. Silent going deep, looking on the Dream. 4 staff away. Getting him low, though. So much damage coming out from the TA. The Gust to create that space. Blink in. Lil. The Havoc. The Anarchy being caused. Dream. He's getting low. The Rock solidifies their spot and takes the kill. Kodos turns around the Stance Eclipse, gets the kill on the Lil, but gives his life for it. And King R, he can't escape either. He's going to fall. The creep wave is pushing in. This is going to be a push onto the high ground for the side of Winstrike. And they're going even deeper. Kuman trying for the kill. Say, oh my god, he's going to die.
What?
They get him with the fatal bonds out. It's enough to fell the Earth Spirit. And they're going to be up onto the high ground with the Golem, with Kuman, hitting like a goddamn truck. And,
shows how comfortable they are as a team to know that they can dive that tier 3 tower and keep going in.
It's the synchronicity. It's the way they cover each other and give their lives so willingly. And Kuman, like I said, hitting like a truck. Right now, Empire are just the poor little critters on the main road. Someone better bring a shovel in to throw them by the side, because that's a tier 3 tower falling. They still have the Aegis, and Empire, there's questions in your head right now. How did this happen? How did this so suddenly swing against us off the back of one, I'd say critical, but felt small at the time, mistake around the Roche pit?
Yeah.
The answer? Don't forget Warlock's
like Winstrike. They seem to be having an amazing day today. Like their games against oh god, I keep forgetting their name. Magic Hands.
Yeah, Magic Hands
as well. They both looked so dominant.
I'd say this is the most composed Winstrike have seemed since TI. Iceberg, of course, a very talented player, but these roster shuffles seem to have paid off.
Yeah, for sure. From what I've seen today, they've been almost flawless.
And people are like, oh, it's the minors though. It's like, yes, but this team is clearly still improving, you know, getting used to each other, and the way they're playing off of each other is impressive in itself. That's something we usually see teams take months upon months to develop.
Or they never do.
It's just them standing there going, we're not even out of final form yet.
Feels a bit bad looking at this OD, having bought the plate mail and the recipe for the Shivas, but figuring out he has to go for a BKB.
Absolutely. And at the same time, what's happening on the other side, right? Like, you know, there's not... Got the BKB? No BKB coming up for TA. He skipped that. But...
Doing all damage.
I mean, I don't blame him. Even, like, the argument is OD can build BKB, but if I kill him in 2 hits, he doesn't escape. King R gonna take a few hits, but the toss across gets the kill. They'll be able to push him for this tower. Oh, no fear. This is perfect. He'll give his life, but look at the block. He tanks the gank. The Haunt comes in. The Stampede trying to escape. Maiden, it might go on him. Aegis has been reclaimed, though, so they'll back away. The Haunt was used maybe a little bit ambitiously, and Silent has found himself in the wrong spot. Global to save, though. All the while, though, look at the top lane.
Tier 2 tower.
This is the frustration.
Profits, but he has some items now.
But it's so frustrating, right? Like, because that awkward, you can't send one hero to deal with him, so you have to fight, and he can TP in. In the meantime, look at that. Two go down, Seiyu, he's going to fall. Avalanche, toss back, Lil. Helping out, a target onto Maiden. Now the chaser forward, Orchid's going to be there. 4 stuff away. The BKB from Dream just to escape means he leaves Maiden behind. And Dream, he'll be able to get out because of that. If they target him straight away, maybe, but they just want the guaranteed kill. And they can renew the push. They just took the tier 2 top. Now they're going to get the tier 2 bot.
That's so risky. Trying to go as 4 up high ground into the enemy rune. And you see the Nature's Prophet top, sure, but that's a Nature's Prophet. He can be there. There's also... They dropped a gem here. That
they did.
Everyone seems to have ignored.
I mean, why? They're like, lol, let's just go finish the game, boys. Get up on their base right now. They got no Stampede for 30 seconds. Even if the Centaurs buys back, he wouldn't be able to do anything. Actually, he doesn't even have buyback. He hasn't been saving for it at all. Although I think now Empire are going to be sitting there reflecting, going, okay, we're going to start to need those BBs for these fights. Because they're basic.
I don't think even Dire has realized that that gem is still there. They haven't tried to get it with the courier.
Maybe No Fear just thinks it's a bribe. He's not that type of guy.
Maybe it's just a rich man's sword. That rune vision.
Yeah, but it's vision for your opponents, right? But...
Isn't it? It's for you when you drop it until you pick it up, I think.
Yeah, so it's like, that's what I mean. It's for Empire, so...
Yeah.
Like, why would Winstrike leave it? They need to pick it up. Or they can pick up a kill on the King R. That's an option too. Oh, Nongrata jumps in. Stomp comes out. They need to get Dream out of this, but the rock gets dropped. Nongrata taking a lot of damage. He doesn't care. The BKB, Stampede forced. Nongrata needs to move away quicker than this. Gonna get low. Oh, no! The proc came out and Dream gets the kill. Silent chasing him right now. Wants to get Madden. Gonna get Maiden. Oh, Maiden rather gonna get pretty low. Stomp trying to protect himself, but he can't be waking up. He's gonna go down. Roll through Seiyu. Taking way too much damage. Gonna be overwhelmed here. They drop the ultimate and Kuban will fall. BKB from Kodos allows him to chase forward more. Astral comes out and a Spectre. They'll have the slows. No fear. He hasn't got the saves though. And they'll slow down Silent enough that it should be... No, the mischance! It keeps him alive! Actually, it wasn't even a mischance. That's just a late impact. It does such little damage. Even with 28 damage stolen, Empire, they just tickle this Spectre.
That was still not an awful fight, though. I don't think they used any buybacks. They traded 3 for 3. They kept their 2 important cores alive and got the TA. And Nature's Profits.
A good gold exchange as well. They got a lot of money out of that. Things are coming out. No, the Horde, the jump in. They see the Drow. He's going to try and force stuff away, but they slow him down with the Diffusal. But they have to back away. He's too tanky. They waste the Haunt, and they need to get out of dodge before it gets a little bit too hot. They will be able to move away. They even use the Corey to try and scout out. But Drow, oh Dream. Just tanking up. I think that was the evasion talent coming into effect as well. That dodged out a good 2-3 hits, which would have been enough to incline them to go deeper.
Probably was. Where is this gem right now?
Is it on the
Oh, it's on Tiny. Found it.
Okay, there we go. They was like idiots. Lol. Got to sight him. I mean, it's going to be very hard to get that gem back from him of all people. Aegis is going to respawn in just a minute and a half as well. So this is Empire's opportunity to be in prime position to take control. But say, oh god, oh no, it missed, the uphill miss, Charles Kuman. He chases a little bit deep. He's got the BKB, needs to activate it right now. Moving across the Dream right now. Non-Grata hitting into Kodos. Kodos doesn't have a Science Eclipse, taking too much damage. Kuman chasing in. Stampede protects Dream's life. They turn around. They have the advantage now. They're going to get rid of Earth Spirit, but the Ice Path through means Nature's Prophet's done. So he's out of here. He's gone. Silent. Astral does connect. Kodos says next kill. Let's go. Avalanche. Oh, Lil jumps in, finds 1 kill, and Dream needs to retreat because Silent is chasing in the TP to try and get away. Have they got enough damage? No. They can't get him. Stomp comes out. They find the kill in the no fear, but now Maiden, he may have given his life because Lil's moving across. He's got the toss. He needs to get close. No! The Manta illusion from Silent screws over the kill. The Avalanche will at least get King R. The damage won't be enough to outdo the regen in the fountain. But all in all, more or less an even trade when you consider what was invested on each side. Actually, no. It goes the way of Empire. Look at that gold swing. Again.
Probably just because they're so far behind. They're 11k behind, but they've been taking like 3 fights in a row now, where it's traded very evenly both times, or all 3 times.
It's true, but there's a big deal. There is a really big deal here, Sanders. Look at this. The Haunt is available again. Roche is up in 20 seconds. Now we've seen,
also have the rock.
And we've seen what happens in these pits, right? You think about Empire, they're not anywhere. They have abilities for Roche, but they're nowhere near as powerful as Winstrike when all abilities are available.
True. They need to make a rotation this time on Empire to find something. I feel like Winstrike has been leading the entire game. Just they're the ones smoking. They're looking in the other. Have we even seen anyone being in this area so far?
The Radiant side is overrated. Okay, Dire looks more dire. It looks more drastic and dramatic. A great Scourge has come across this land. And of course, look at the Roche pit. That's dire effect as well. For a reason. Is really what Ice Frog is secretly telling us is that actually Dire is the only side that matters. Whoever plays there wins. Human is doing this solo. The Ice Path will reveal it. It gets down to half HP. It's taking a little bit too long though. They need to find a pick off before they go into the pit again, but they're trying to force Empire a little bit deep. Right now, they're not falling for it though. Still, they see him. He's got Shadow Blade now. They go in. They can't. They're being interrupted right now. They're too far back. Look at it. Look at the zoning from Non-Grata and Lil. It's perfect. Now Non-Grata, BKB, trying to bait him in. Stampede to get them away. Maiden needs to make his escape. Drow trying to poke and prod a little bit, but can't commit too hard here. Thinking about TPing in. They want to get Maiden. They do see him. Haunt's been used as well. You can throw out the stomp and go for the TP away, but Lil, can he get close enough? No, again with these tosses every time. Just not working out. No fear chasing through with Silent. Silent looking for anything he can find because he just committed a big ultimate. He can't find them. Dagger through, doesn't matter. They bat away Dream and they keep their Dream alive as they get back into the life. Empire refusing. They hold. Oh, toss deep. Oh, Kuman. Blink across. Maiden gets baited in here. BKB from Kuman chasing through. The Rock perfectly splits them up. And Dream, he's going to go down. It's more of a nightmare this time around. The buybacks come out. Pull stuff away. Non-Grata going to be protected by the Ghost Set, but they can't get him low enough on Kodos. He does have the Science Eclipse, but only 4 stolen. This will be a tier 3 going down at least as Silent is feeling healthy, has that cheese, and Kuman has the Aegis to work with. Eats the cheese. In fact, they commit. Kuman going in. 1-2 taps. King Art getting low, but Lil refusing to throw out the Avalanche. Throws the tree. Instead, the Astral save. Going to keep him alive. Maiden with the cover from the stomp will be enough, but there's the Avalanche tossing. Lil gets 1 target, brings Kodos back as well. Throws down the Science Eclipse. Bleeds out the mana, but they bleed out his soul. As they get the kill, the GG is thrown, and Empire know game 1 is all over. Winstrike take the advantage.
that OD felt very weak as soon as she lost Aurora.
This is, I mean, you know,
we've seen a lot of stumps today, but I feel like every game has had some good fights where you're not quite sure which way the game will go.
honestly, I want to give kudos to Winstrike for that Warlock pick. Like we were first on mine Abaddon, and they, you know what they've done? You know what they've done, Sanders? They went, "You're pussies, right? You're thinking defensively. Think aggressively. Warlock is the aggressive version. With those fatal bonds, with those plays around it, it was perfect. And I think Team Empire, like, this game was close. I think Empire were looking favored until that Roche engagement, right? The one with the fatal bonds, Wrath of Nature combo. And from there on out, Winstrike were fully in cruising mode. They were ready to just easily take the game.
Winstrike has some really good gaming shares, I think.
This is... Like I was saying in the game, it just feels like Winstrike, they're starting to find their stride again. This may be a late arrival to the party, but with TI approaching rapidly. If they perform like this regularly, these guys are going to be hot contenders for the minor. Although, in fairness, they have to get there first. And while this is a good start, I believe they've secured a spot now, right? Yeah, because there was a draw between Empire and Magical Hands. Winstrike, basically now, if they win, remember we talked about it earlier, Empire and Magic Hands go to a draw, in a tiebreaker. I don't know how the rules work for this qualifier in that regard, but this is...
I guess they're guaranteed the upper bracket spot now, right? On Winstrike.
Yes. And that should be, I believe, against Na'Vi. I believe Na'Vi have stomped their opponents. I mean, they have a 2-0 on the back. And that's going to be the true test, right? I mean, first of all, they have to see if they can finish off Empire, if Empire can strike back. But once you move beyond that, you're going to be looking and going, Na'Vi are favored here. Na'Vi took VP to a 5th game in a best of 5. If Winstrike have this kind of composure, does it match up to Na'Vi? But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're thinking too far in the future, Sanders. We have to work out who walks away from this the victor.
Who can we thank for all of these great games, though? Who's paying for this?
Well, I don't know if they're fully paying for it, but DX Racer has definitely helped me just sit here in comfortable motion, enjoying these sweet games. And, it's not the same with any other chair. When you sit in this type of comfort and you are just struck with this type of Dota, you feel the tingling over your whole body because no part of it feels numb. No part of it feels paralyzed by, like, crappy chairs that give you a bad kind of posture or just cut off blood circulation. No, the DX Racer sinks me in just nicely. Nice amount of sponginess to it. And without them, I don't feel like I could speak as clearly as I am. That's the truth, Sanders. Honest truth on my heart.
Yeah, I feel like you have a very good understanding of this chair.
I looked into the science of it, and it turns out they're a gaming chair, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But enough about DX Racer. Wonderful as they are. What is even more wonderful are these Dota games. Before we get to a second game, I'm going to ram a break down your throat, and if you thought this shilling was bad, wait until you see the Twitch advertisement.